Hello, my name is Lydia Rankin, and I'm the Academic Support Coordinator for the Center of Advising in Academic Success at Whittier College. Like many institutions across the nation, across the world, Whittier College is going online for the rest of the semester. For many students, especially for those of you who have never experienced online learning before, this transition, it can be daunting. And so, in a time when concerns about the coronavirus have taken the front stage in the media, in politics, in our homes, and personal lives, I want to take this time to say to you that your academic goals still matter, and your desire to succeed academically is still valid. Your questions about how you're going to transition into a virtual learning environment are valid. So let's figure this out together. Not only will we talk about the essential components of success in an online learning environment, but I'm going to give you practical things that you can do to make the smooth transition into online learning. Fear, worry, concern, anxiety. These emotions are often closely tied to an underlying thought of losing control. And many of these emotions are also ones felt by students who are suddenly told that they will be required to take classes online after experiencing the majority of their academic career through face-to-face interaction. Well, I have some good news for you. Although it may not feel like it, you have not lost all control over your academic success. There is this beautiful thing called academic self-regulation. Academic self-regulation may be defined as the strategies students use to control the factors influencing their learning. Successful students use academic self-regulation to put supports in place to nurture learning while tearing down obstacles that interfere with academic success. 6 major components of academic self-regulation are motivation, methods of learning, use of time, physical environment, social environment, and performance. This video is broken into sections dedicated to each of these components. At the end of each section, you will be asked a few reflective questions that are designed to help you apply what you've heard. To get the most out of this experience, I fully encourage you to pause this video during those moments and write down your responses as part of a personal action plan for academic success in an online learning environment. Motivation. It's the energy that drives your behavior, the personal resolve and determination to achieve your goals, and it's foundational to your success in an online class. Staying motivated in an online class, especially when it isn't your choice to be in that online class to begin with, requires that you identify the connection between your current situation and what your overarching goal is. Let's just say, for the sake of a hypothetical argument, that you want to graduate from college. If graduation is your goal, and I hope that it is, then doing well in your online class right now, this semester, will help you to achieve that goal. Your mindset will also influence your motivation. Staying open-minded and optimistic will take you far on this journey. If you walk into this experience saying, technology is dumb, I'm not gonna learn as much because I don't do internet. Why don't we just all drop out of college? You're going to have a much harder time doing well this semester. And I cannot forget to mention the dangerous spring break mentality. Many schools, like Whittier College, are moving online right after spring break. If you are telling yourself that going online is like an extended spring break and it's time to party it up for 1, 2, 3, 4 months, you are setting yourself up to act like you're still on spring break. And who's gonna do homework then? You gotta tell yourself, your friends, and your family that spring break ended when spring break ended. 1, write down your goals and post them where you can see them. When things get tough, look at your goals to help remind yourself why you cannot give up, why you will not give up. 2, try the catch, check, change method. This CCC method from cognitive psychology can be used to put yourself in the right mindset for success. When you start saying or thinking something negative like, I'm not smart enough to do this online business, catch the thought and identify it as negative. Next, check it against reality. Although I don't feel smart enough, there are plenty of students just like me who learn to do well in the online environment. Also, I figured out things that were tough in the past. Third, change that thought to something positive. I can learn to do this online business thing. When we say methods of learning, we're talking about the strategies you use to acquire information. Within an online learning environment, your biggest learning strategies are going to be dependent on your use of technology. Now, a huge online learning myth is that you need to be a computer whiz in order to do well. Although having computer skills is an important aspect of doing well in an online class, what matters more is technology self-efficacy. Technology self-efficacy is your belief in your ability to figure out and work well with technology. Although technology has really moved our society forward, it's really easy to get frustrated with it. I'm talking slow loading times, technical glitches, and complex systems of navigation. Every time you hit a technical wall, motivation can also take a big hit. With technology self-efficacy, however, you challenge yourself to find new ways around those walls. The more you can get comfortable with technology, the more you will increase your technology self-efficacy. First, consider utilizing tutorials as a way to get more comfortable with tech. At Whittier College, we are using Moodle and Zoom for many of our online academic needs. Therefore, Moodle and Zoom tutorials can greatly benefit your academic success. Second, consider taking free online courses that focus on tech and software usage. Allison.com, for example, has many wonderful free online courses in many subjects, including courses on how to use Microsoft Office software and Google applications. Third, use a combination of web-based and in-person study tools. You may find yourself thriving using online flashcards, or you may get more out of using the tried and true physical 3x5 note cards. You may find using Word to take notes is helpful, or you may prefer sticking with a pen and paper for specific subjects. Ultimately, you need to find what works best for you. One of the biggest challenges for students in online learning is completing assignments on time. For many students, transitioning from an in-person classroom setting to an online setting creates this illusion that they have much more free time than they actually do. The temptation then is to overcommit to other activities or to procrastinate. It is important to take assignment deadlines seriously and manage your time wisely. First, create a schedule. Utilize a planner, scheduling apps, to-do lists to keep track of what you need to accomplish and when you need to accomplish them by. Second, keep your schedule consistent. Wake up at the same time each day. Eat lunch at the same time each day. Work on your classwork at the same time each day. By keeping it consistent, you are less likely to lose track of your time. Third, put reminders in place. Set your phone alarm for specific tasks. Put post-it notes around your mirror with reminders. Do what you need to do to make sure that your schedule is calling out for you to follow it. Distractions are all around us, and they keep us from managing our time well. Managing our physical environments can help us control our distractions. With much of society going on lockdown, we are very limited in where we can choose to get our work done. For many of us, our homes are our only option for completing our work, which can be a challenge. For some, home symbolizes relaxation and spending time with the family. For others, Home symbolizes a mound of chaotic energy and stress. In either instance, you are faced with the challenge of redefining the home to be a place of academic productivity. In order to do that, you must carve out a workspace by creating a physical boundary between work and everything else that occurs in your home. For those of you who have your own bedroom, this is a little easier. For those of you who don't have a bedroom or who share a room with another person, this may be more difficult, but it's not impossible. First, designate a place in your home as a specific workspace. This may be the desk in the corner of your room, or if you don't have your own room, it might mean the kitchen table or a living room couch. It may be helpful to choose a space that is not your bed. By working on your bed or wherever you sleep, you may have a harder time convincing your body that it's work time and not sleep time. When you are in your workspace, dedicate that time to only work and not play and relaxation. Put your toys and games away, shut off Netflix, close the tabs on your computer that have nothing to do with your assignments. Second, organize your workspace. A messy workspace can be distracting, and you may find yourself not being as organized with your work if your environment isn't organized. Some suggest taking all of your decorations and putting them on the other side of the room. I don't agree with that. For me personally, I need my decorations because decorations give me inspiration and light to all the work that I'm doing. And especially in this world where there's a lot of chaos going around, me looking up and seeing a beautiful butterfly on my wall, it makes me smile. But for you, you may find things distracting. It really depends from person to person what works for you. Please note that keeping your workspace organized also means controlling for lighting and sound. If your workspace is so dark that you can't read your textbook or so loud that you can't hear yourself think, you will struggle with productivity. If you live with other people, politely ask them not to scream, shout, sing, or whisper loudly around your workspace while you are working. Letting them know when you will be working on schoolwork can also help facilitate this sound boundary. Third, dress for work. When you wake up each day, change out of your pajamas. Shower, shave, put on some makeup if that's what you usually do. How you present yourself for the day is part of your physical environment. Getting ready for the day can help put you in the mindset for work by putting a psychological boundary between sleep time and work time. Another challenge for students taking classes online is feeling socially disconnected and isolated from others. As an extreme extrovert, I feel the pain. I really, really do. Although this may hit my extroverts a bit harder, the reality is that as humans, extrovert or introvert or ambivert, we all thrive off of human connection. When we don't feel socially connected in our academic endeavors, academic success proves to be a bigger challenge. At the same time, it's important to maintain a social boundary long enough to get your work done. Academic success in an online environment requires a balance of social connection and social boundaries within the social environment. First, utilize social networking sites and conference calling. Interacting through technology is not the same as interacting in person. Trust me, I get it. However, as we strive to maintain social distance as a society in light of the coronavirus situation, communicating through technology provides a very powerful alternative. Second, designate a specific time for family and friend interactions. This way, you can make sure to get that connection in while being conscious of how much time you spend in this way. Be clear with your friends and family when this time is. If they don't know you have a designated time, they are more likely to interrupt you outside of this time frame while you're working on, say, homework or an important class assignment. You can also put up a do not disturb sign for that one family member that seems to forget that you have a designated time. Third, connect online with your professors and classmates. Having online study groups and discussions about class material is a great way to feel more connected to what you are learning. Staying connected to faculty is a great way to get clarity on your assignments and class concepts. The final component to academic self-regulation is performance. This is your level of achievement and how you are actually doing in your classes. When we think about performance, please remember, the whole transition into online learning is a learning process in of itself. It's important to reflect on your performance, to monitor how you are doing under different conditions. If you're trying something and it's not working for you, try it differently. Connect with others to see what they are doing, share ideas, and get help when you need it. Whittier College has entered into uncertain times. Society has entered into uncertain times. There are question marks above every day, above every hour. But what we can be certain is that you have the potential, the ability to succeed, to use academic self-regulation to your advantage. I'm not going to lie to you and say that this is going to be an easy process for everyone. But what I can say is that we can work together with our faculty, with our staff, to make this transition as smooth as possible. And the best part is, we're going to learn so much from this process. Panic? It's contagious, but guess what? So is joy. So do what you can to spread encouragement, to let your peers know that they can do this, to let your faculty know that you appreciate their efforts in learning to navigate this new way of doing things, to let yourself know that you are proud of how far you've come and how far you will go. So come in a little closer. I just want to tell you something. You ready? Welcome to the web. We got this.